Living.
And welcome back. I'm here with Mel Mobley, one of the coordinators for this year's Summer Music Festival with new music on the Bayou. Mel, as always, thank you for joining us. Welcome back.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, when is the festival this year? It's coming up.
It's coming up quick. It starts on Wednesday and goes through Saturday. So our first day, Wednesday, is going to be, the events are all going to be in Ruston. And then on Thursday, all the events will be here in Monroe. And then on Friday, we split with morning events in Ruston and afternoon and evening events in Monroe. And then we end Saturday with our finale, which is going to be out at the Black Bayou Refuge at 11 a.m.
Now, who are the performers and the composers?
So what we do is we send out a call on the internet for people to submit compositions. So the composers come from all over the world. Most of them are from the United States, but this year we have a couple coming from out of country. We have one coming from the UK, one coming from Brazil, and I think one from Japan. So really excited this year to have people from so far away. And so, but other composers are from all over the country really, and then the performers are primarily from the region and the state, but we also supplement from, around the country too. We have one from New York, one from Utah, a couple from Texas, and one from Colorado. So we have a little bit of everywhere.
That's great for our area.
Yeah.
And what venues are going to be used? I mean,
So,
there's a lot of them. I know
there are a lot, so I may not want to name them all, but on Wednesday we'll be at Louisiana Tech, and then at the Loft downtown, and then on Thursday when we're in Monroe, we'll be at the African American Heritage Museum for the first time, so we're really excited about that. And then we have a concert at Grace Episcopal that evening, and then on Friday we're back at Tech, and then in the afternoon we're over here at ULM, and then on Saturday, as I said, we end out with, there's a little amphitheater out at the Black Bayou Refuge. If you haven't seen it, it's out behind the houses, and we do a concert out there. It's really fun.
What type of music will be performed?
Well, it's really hard to describe, but it is classical music, yes, but it is contemporarily composed, so it often contains elements of contemporary pop music, such as jazz or rock and roll, but the instrumentation is generally going to be what you would expect with a classical music concert. We'll have violins and cellos and clarinets, flutes, all sorts of percussion, so it's extremely varied. Everybody who's ever been to a concert is really feeling something that they loved, and then something that they weren't so sure about. So that's what's so exciting about it. The music is so different and interesting.
Very exciting. Now, how can we get tickets, and how can we find out the venues?
Well, as I said, there's a lot of venues, and so nobody's going to remember all those. So you just exactly, you go to the website. newmusiconthebayou.com is where you find out everything. Everything is free. It's something we do. Yeah, absolutely. We do this for the community, and one of the most interesting things about it is that we encourage the community to interact with the composers and the performers. So if you have questions after the concert, those composers are there, and you can ask them, why did you write that? Why does that piece sound that way? So it's been really fun.
I know they appreciate it. It
says
a lot about our community.
Yes, and that is one of the big feedbacks we get from composers, is that they love the area and they love the hospitality they feel when they come here. So
good to hear. Mel, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Well, thank you for having me. Yeah.
And you can get all that information at myarchivist.com as well. We'll be right back.